In this video, we are going to be looking at the center drive shaft for this Redcat Machete and what it takes to fix it, what it takes to get it out and put a new one in there. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Troy. This is Roadside RC. You'll tend to find me bashing or crawling or drifting or racing, plus doing product review videos and how-tos. In today's video, Redcat Machete on the workbench. Let's get to it. To get the drive shafts out, we're going to have to get these sliding collars off of each side of the input shaft, both front and rear. These are screwed in couplers. If you spin it around, you'll see these little screws in here. For the rear drive shaft, you can get to this front screw here very easily, but you can't get to this one unless you remove the cross brace. The front one, it does appear that we can get to both of them potentially with the cross brace still in there. But since we're going to need to get it out, that's going to be the first step. 4 screws here on these on the center diff, plus both front and rear screws right here. With that out, we can then get to, again, this really easily. It is a 0.50 inch tool that you're going to need to get there, and it just simply unscrews. With the screw out, this just slides back and it frees up the drive shaft. Now you can't get the whole drive shaft out at this point. It just won't physically get there. So you need to get to that same screw, and it's down here in this hole. So if you rotate the car back and forth, I don't know if this has come through it, but you can actually get through this little handy dandy access hole here. Thank you, Redcat, for providing that little access hole. Otherwise this would be miserable. You can just go straight down in here and get that screw out. With that screw finally out, now this collar will also slide forward, and then your whole drive shaft is out. And then you can replace whatever part of it that you need to replace. You will know if you have the updated Redcat part. This is the original with a hole all the way through it. And the new part that is stronger is actually fully solid. So if you are having any issues twisting these, you will want to be looking to make sure that you get these solid shafts. And we're going to just stick it right back in there and put it right back into the truck. Now, as I put these screws back in, I did put just a small amount of blue Loctite on them because there's nothing else really keeping them fixed. And so, yeah, you got to use something. I'm then going to leave that Loctite for a little bit, let it dry before we actually take it out and use it. Moving on to the front, as I noted earlier, you can get the tool right in here and get it on the front and the rear, and you should be able to slide those parts off, on and off, just like that, no issues. With both drive shafts out and back in and replaced, then we're just going to simply be putting our cross brace back in. We're going to be putting the screws back on it and on the front and rear pieces here for what holds it in. Then you're done. I'm going to get this thing buttoned the rest of the way back up. Pretty simple, straightforward little swap here if you need to swap out the center drive shafts on the Redcat Machete. If you have any questions about what I did or how I did it, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I'll be happy to try to answer as many as I can. If you have any other, interest in the Redcat Machete here, I have a whole different playlist that you'll come up to your right, where you'll be able to see other videos and other how-tos that I've done with this vehicle. Hope this helps. See you in the next video. Goodbye.